Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to start off with my base from P. Louise. You can use any base that you like. I like using this to get that color to pop. So I'm going to be patting this all over the lid and then spreading it and blending it out. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to be using the new palette from City Color Cosmetics. This is their Poppin eyeshadow palette. And this palette is so cute, and I was very blown away by the pigmentation of this palette. So I'm going to start off with the first shade that I had shown you, and I'm going to pack it on with their new Bubbly Collection brush set. And I did a whole Instagram story on the PR, and I will be showing you in the next video with the collection and showing you each of the products that were sent and what's available for purchase. So the next shade I'm going to be taking is like that soft pink peachy shade, and I'm going to use a different brush. This is from Morphe with the Jaclyn Hill collection, her eyeshadow set. So I'm going to be using that to pack it on, and then I'm going to pick up that pink shade again and packing it on into the crease because I lost some of that when I applied the light shade. I'm going to make sure that the shadows are married and they're just incohesive. They're like not just like a harsh shade from like a light to dark. So you always want to make sure everything is well blended. So from another palette, this is from Dose of Colors Blushing Berries palette, and I'm going to be taking this shade to apply that into the crease to deepen it up and give it some depth. So when I do my cut crease, you can see the depth and it's not just like a regular flat shade. So you want some dimension in there. So applying a deeper shade into the crease will help a lot. And making sure that with that shadow from the Blushing Berries palette and from the Poppin palette, the eyeshadows, you want to kind of make sure that they're well blended and they're not looking any muddy. So I'm taking this shade right here and applying that into my brow bone with a little pencil brush and making sure that that part of the brow underneath is highlighted. I'm gonna do my cut crease. I've shown you many times on my channel how I do my cut crease looks, and maybe I should do a dedicated video for people with my type of eyelid and my eye shape, because I have a lot of lid space. I've been told that, and people love that, but sometimes it could be a little complicated when you don't have a symmetrical eye. So I will probably do a video on that, but not like a priority. So I'm going to be taking the shimmer shade in the palette and applying that in the inner eye. So as I always do, I go from light to dark on my eyelids. And I noticed that with the shade here, I had to spray with Fix Plus. You can use any spray. I know like it probably hurts for some people when I use Fix Plus and, you know, wasting all that product when it's an expensive bottle. I understand that. So I just like the Fix Plus a lot better, but you can use any spray that you feel and that you desire. So as always, I'm taking the light to dark shades, and I'm making sure that I use a lot of the shadows in the palette because this palette is very beautiful. It's great for any consumer, like for an everyday, and you can take it to dark if you want to for nighttime. And this shadow, I noticed it got a bit patchy, not on this side of the eye, but the other eye. I noticed that. So I don't know what happened there, but the shadow looks really nice though. I really like that. Maybe I should do a look me using that all over the lid. It does give a great depth and great pigment for the outer eye. So I like that it does blend well with the other shades, especially the shimmers. So the crazy part of this look is the eyeliner. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipsticks. I'm going to post the names on the screen and down in the description box of what I use because I can't find right now. Like I don't want to go through my Instagram post to look for it. Like it was a lot, but I know Drug Lord is one of them because I had to use that white, and I noticed that when I was using the City Color light bold liners, they tend to crack, and you know, I'm sad about that because I really wanted them to work, but it's not really their fault because I noticed NYX does that, their liquid liners does that, and another company that I use, their liquid liners do that because of the pigment and how it's formulated. So I had to use Drug Lord liquid lipstick to give me the pigment that I want. So it's hard to get a white liner. And I just kind of do an ombre by kind of merging the two and patting it so that it's not a harsh line from dark to light. So you'll see here how I'm tapping it and how I'm trying to merge those shades together. And I love how this came out. I'm obsessed of ombre liners. I'm gonna be doing more. I want to do a whole rainbow with like a little bit of depth in the crease, nothing on the lid, just bare. And I want to do so many looks with this whole ombre look. I want to take it there, you know what I mean? So I do my wing, and of course, like I said, I had to use, what I did was I took the Drug Lord liquid lipstick and then I let it dry. I let it sit there and dry out, and then I went in with the City Color Be Bold liner, and it's the white one that they have in their collection, and I felt like that helped so much more to make that white vibrant and really show up in the photo. So this is like very time consuming. It's the same thing as blending, so you don't have to do this. You can just do a regular black eyeliner. I wanted to just take it to that extreme and just go all out with the liquid liner, you know what I mean? And plus, I haven't done a makeup look in a while, so I felt like this was needed, and it came out so good. I'm so proud of myself. And if you like it, let me know in the comments down below. I'm definitely going to be doing more on my channel and in a depth video on how to do ombre liners. But here is like a kind of in-depth, but this is not a dedicated video for that. But I wanted to show you how I did it because I did get questions about it.
I know, what did I know? I fell for fools gold, I fell for fools gold.
So here's the liquid liner, and I went over it once it dried out, dried down. That's what I mean to say, not dry out, but dried down. And I just try to make it vibrant to where the tip is at, and just making sure that it's well blended.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I did it all for love.
Okay, moving on to the face. I'm going to be using the Milani 2-in-1 foundation with the Jouer Essentials foundation. This is like my favorite combo. I'm telling you, if you want that good coverage, girl, you don't want a very matte foundation but not too dewy, this is like a great foundation mixed together. And I do use the City Color Cosmetics concealer, and I feel like this concealer is so good and has great coverage, and I really like that it's like in a moussey way. It's different and it's weird, but it's so good. Like it doesn't dry out my under eyes. Like if I had to compare it to MAC Pro Longwear is a bit drying under the eyes because it sets, but this one doesn't set in a bad way, and it does still give you that sheen. But yeah, I really like it so far, and it's very affordable. Now I'm going to take the blush palette. It's like a blush and bronzer palette from City Color Cosmetics. A lot of the stuff I'm using is from their new line, especially the brushes. So if you see like the rose gold bubbly brush, that's from their line, and I really enjoyed using them, and I felt like the blush and the bronzer really did good at showing up on the skin, and it was very pigmented, so I had to kind of calm it down with a little bit of face powder. Now for highlight, I'm going in with the Revolution highlight, and I'll list it down below. This is like a dupe of the Kylie collection, like with her highlighters and stuff, but it's so pigmented and so blinding for such an affordable drugstore price. I love it, and I just wanted to use this one. I was so tempted to use the City Color one, but I've used it so many times on my channel that I wanted to try out other products on my channel. And yeah, so I set my whole face with MAC Fix Plus, and sometimes I like to go in with my damp beauty sponge to kind of pat down the powder under the eye so it doesn't look dry under there. And everything else that I use on the eyes, I'm taking it towards the lower lash line.
In shadow, don't you know?
I'm gonna add something a little extra. I'm going to apply these this is from the Gypsy Shrine, and this is like their glitter and their you know, accessories and stuff, and I'm going to apply that into my inner tear duct to give it like that tear duct look. But it's so cute. I really like it. You don't have to do this, but I just wanted, like I said, I wanted to go the extra mile to do this kind of look. So I'm going to line my lips with Strip Down and the liquid lipstick from City Color Cosmetics. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy this makeup look. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also like the video. Don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, which is Twitter and Instagram. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.